Hello again and welcome to Pro-Jewish Guitar Tip of the Week. My name is Ari Boiangiu, coming to you from the Neshama office, and this week's Tip of the Week is hold your position. I can't stress enough how important it is when you play guitar to be aware not just of the notes on the fretboard of the guitar, but of your position on the guitar. You need to kind of look at the instrument as having a home base based on the song or the key that you're playing, and you can never really lose sight of that home base. This applies to chords as well as to scales and to melodies. When you're playing chords, one of the things that a beginning student will do is, as soon as you're done with the chord, you kind of lift your hand off the guitar. And that creates a big problem, because when your hand is off the guitar and you're out of position, it's going to take you that much longer to remember where you came from, and then to remember where you have to go. So you never want to lose your position. One of the examples or exercises that I'll give my students when they first start playing is to play a chord, let's say a G major bar chord in the 3rd fret. And what I'll have them do is practice not just playing the chord, but when they're not playing the chord, I'll tell them to lift their fingers up from the pressure on the strings, but not to change their position. If you notice, the notes didn't sound, and I muted the notes in the guitar, but my position did not change. So that way, if I have to play the chord a second time, the notes are all there, waiting for me. One of the important concepts is always recovery. There's some people argue that playing guitar is like tennis, that after you hit that ball, wherever you are on the tennis court, you must recover, which means you have to go back to your original position so you're ready for the next time the ball comes into your side of the court. So guitar playing is exactly the same way. You want to make sure that you're at that home base, so as fast as you need to, you can get to the next place you need to be. This applies also to scales. One of the ways we play scales is called position-based playing, which means I traverse all 6 strings in the same position. And if you want to play the scales correctly in a position, you better not move that position, because the position will dictate which notes you're playing, obviously, and if you're playing them correctly or not. Now, string scales, or string position scales, are a totally different story. And that'll be covered in a future lesson. But when it comes to position playing, which is what most of us really do when we start guitar, you need to be very cognizant or very aware of what position on the neck of the guitar you're at, so you can keep that as your home base. We hope you enjoyed this lesson. For any more questions or more great music, you can log on to neshamaorchestra.com or nusachari.com. For booking information, please contact Dov Katz at 516-569-4949, extension 111. Have a great week.